I met a man on a dating app. He was a French man living in London and was lovely. I really liked him. We dated for about a year, during which he would often go back to France to see his elderly parents. He eventually moved back to France and the relationship fizzled out due to distance and work. Several months later, I found out after seeing something on Instagram that he had a girlfriend and a child the whole time we were together. I'm angry and I feel betrayed and annoyed for the fact that he wasted a whole year of my life. I confronted him and he apologized and he said that he was sorry and that his relationship with his girlfriend was not easy and that he did like me. I'm angry and I feel like I want to tell his girlfriend. Should I tell her? Doesn't she have a right to know what a cheat he is? As someone who has been cheated on before, I just think men shouldn't be allowed to get away with this anymore.
Do you know what? This is such a good topic, yeah, because I'm so split in terms of my mind on this. Like,
me too.
I'm part of me like, don't say it. The girl's gonna find out anyway. Like, time will tell. And also, you don't want to get involved in people's relationships. Like, you're not a judge, jury, and executioner. Like, do you know what I mean? And also, they never end up believing the strange girl who comes and tells them the information. They always end up believing their amazing liar partner. So, and you know what? It's really hard. You can't even imagine yourself right now. If someone came and told you something, you're going to believe your partner. Do you know that? That's what's so fucked. Unless they had evidence, you're believing your partner. Because they always will be like, she's just jealous, she fancies me. You know what I mean? So,
unless you got evidence.
Hard evidence. And also, still that might backfire on you. But then the other half of me thinks, like, it's true. Like, she does deserve to know. And like, don't we owe that to other women? It's fucked up.
I always feel like that. I feel like we do owe it to other women because I would want some girl to tell me if it was happening to me. I would want her to reach out and tell me.
Me too.
But I wouldn't want her to reach out and tell me if she didn't have evidence because then it's just torture for me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, who do you believe?
Yeah.
So I think firstly, number one, do you have evidence?
Don't reach out if you don't have proper evidence. But then
I also, at the same time, like a part of me thinks it's kind of dangerous. Like,
yeah,
I do think that's something that you have to be aware of. Like, men, like you telling his partner that he has a child with, that he had a relationship with you, can be dangerous. Like, is this guy potentially dangerous? Like,
yeah, men will go to very extreme extents to kind of like protect what they've got when they love it, like a family or a wife and their kid. To not lose that, they will go to some extreme lengths.
I personally had an experience myself where many, many years ago, I was dating this Iranian guy. He seemed like he was perfect, dentist, good looking, great guy. Yeah. I met my mom and everything. And then he tried to sleep with me, but back then I was a proper good girl in it. So I was like, no. I was trying to make him wait. And then next thing you know, I get a call. I got a message from a girl on Instagram saying, hey, I've seen like him tagged in your sister's Instagram.
Yeah.
Do you know him? And I was like, yeah, I do. She was like, can I call you? So she calls me, yeah? And then she goes to me, hi, like, I think basically, do you know this guy? My sister's with him. It's my sister's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Do you remember, Mandy?
Yeah, and she sent proof over.
And she sent proof, like, of them two together. Like, he was buying her gifts. Like, and then I was like, whoa. And then she was like, how do you know him? And I just said the truth. I was like, well, we've been seeing each other. He's been trying to get him, like, sleep with me. He's met my mom. Anyway, boy, did that cause crazy shit in my life. For a whole year of my life, this guy was like literally harassing me for doing that. He sent me a message after saying, what you've just done, watch what happens to you now. You're going to be embarrassed in front of everyone you know. I'm not going to leave you alone for doing this. Like, it was horrible.
Threatened us. He made hate pages on Instagram.
Back then, I was working in a pharmacy, like, full time, and he'd go and make a page and put like a bum on it, which wasn't even my bum. And then he would follow every single person, like my aunties in Iran, my colleagues in the pharmacy. He'd be like, this is Anna, like, and doing like crazy.
We saw him not long ago, actually.
Yeah.
And I just like burst out laughing. I was like, you fucking weirdo.
It was horrible. And I was getting prank calls non-stop, like breathing. Yeah.
You have to be careful.
Yeah.
A lot of men actually like murder their mistresses
so that they don't find out.
They don't tell their wives. Like, when mistresses have enough and they want exclusivity, and the man panics, a lot of times they've murdered their mistresses just to protect their wife from finding out. So
what do you think the right actual advice is? I'm so conflicted on it as well.
if
What
he
do you
doesn't
think
know
is
like where you live and stuff, and he's in a different country, maybe, I don't know, you know.
What?
I don't know. You know what I think?
Do you know what?
I think? Let her know, but in an anonymous way.
But then he'd know it's you. When she confronts him.
I don't know, because I was like...
Guys, what do you think? I'd love to hear what your opinions are in the comments, because like me and Mandy are very conflicted. We don't even know.
Men are scary sometimes.
Yeah,
like...
do you know what? Personally, I wouldn't.
No, me too.
And that's what all I can say.
I ain't doing no charity. Like, she's going to find out her own way.
Only because of what I went through. Like, I think if I didn't go through what I would have gone through, I probably would have.
Yeah, it's happened to me loads of times where I've got with a guy and then I found out he's got a wife or a girlfriend. This has happened to me so many times.
And then you don't say anything.
Throughout my single life, I don't say anything. CBA, that ain't my fucking problem.
Yeah, it's just going to probably backfire on you. I mean, I'd love to hear what everybody else says, but because of what I've gone through, I wouldn't get involved.
Get involved in that kind of mess? I personally wouldn't as well, but I guess it's the right thing to do. But
it's sad though, because I would want someone to come to me.
Yeah, I know, but
how else are you going to find out though, Mandy? Like, if you like, the girl will find out anyway.
Yeah, so like you said, if you've got hard evidence and they've got hard evidence, good to come forward and say something. But you know what? I think you know if the man is like mentally stable or not. You see, for example, like Gingerbeard, he's not the kind of person to harm anyone, like at all, ever. Like, I'm not saying he could never, he's not capable of ever cheating, because that's different, but he'd never hurt anyone. So even if a girl came forward and told me, I know that girl would never be in danger.
Right.
So kind of like
assess
the situation and that person. Are there any red flags? You know? Then again, you never know anyone. Huh? Too many documentaries.